In my classroom, I would like a center so that the kids can pretend they're astronauts. It would be space themed. I would have little lights everywhere and glow in the dark stars. I would have cutouts of the planets. And here I made a little board. It's for the kids to kind of just pretend they're pilots on the spaceship, and they can move these. These are for, like, I don't know if they want to say power. And then the boosters, this also moves. I put buttons, and they're different colors so the students can study their colors. I put these two for pretend play. Here's an on and off switch. I would have like little recycled keyboards and keypads for them also. When they first enter the area, I wanted to put this maybe on a cabinet right in front of the space area so the students can pretend that they're entering a passcode to get in or scanning their hand. I would also have one of these. It just says their mission number, and they would attach the number. This will be laminated. Their destination. So I made little cards, like if they are wanting to go to Mars, they can put Mars here. Astronauts in flight. So this they could write their name with a dry erase marker every time they enter the area. And the two books that I wanted to talk about to kind of incorporate the space in the classroom would be Pete the Cat Out of This World. So the first book is about Pete headed off to space camp. He gets to float in zero gravity, build rockets, and go on an extraordinary interstellar mission that is out of this world. So this book right here would show students kind of how to use their imagination. Maybe they can pretend that they are floating, and they could just bring up the topic like what is gravity, and then I would have to kind of explain that to them. Also, the second book is If You Decide to Go to the Moon. So this second book is about a little boy who's planning to travel to the moon. It talks about also the first moon expedition and what you would pack if you were to go to the moon. So this could bring up a conversation with the students, kind of like, what is important to you and what would you take if you were to travel to the moon? In the center, I would have rocks, and the students can pretend they found these rocks in a different planet. They could measure them and just collect data, like draw pictures. I also have space food, so they can pretend that they're astronauts and this is their space food. I made a little, like a sensory bin. It has little styrofoam in it. But the students here, they can pretend that they're space rocks, and I put the alphabet in here so they can also practice their sounds in their alphabet. So here's a T, they can say teat. M, and that's just a little activity for them to do in the center. Also, here's another one to practice their numbers and adding. So this would be like a dice game, and it has 1 through 6, and they can roll the dice and put the little rocks in the dice. So if the first dice were a 1, put 1 rock in there. If the second dice was 3, go ahead and put 3, and then they can add. And there would be worksheets, little things to help them out with this. And this is it for my little center.